Hello and welcome back to the ultimate speedrunning guide for the Escapists 2. Today we'll be looking into HMP Offshore and USS Anomaly for both all prison tactics and IL strats for all the escape attempts, and we all know that there's a many of those on HMP, so we're getting into all of those. So without further ado, let's hop into all prison strats for HMP. Okay, so HMP starts off for an all prisons run with you just in a cell somewhere on the map. First thing you want to do is obviously immediately get out of bed and search your desk. Now you're looking for any energy items and a weapon, whether it be a crowbar, a file. Oh no, sorry, not a file. The only weapons that you should be looking for to use are a razor blade, a screwdriver, and a crowbar, which doesn't spawn very often, so that would be hard to get. Next thing you want to do is, if you are not, you should when you're starting off by doing this run for an all presence run, you should just go to roll call. You should just start. You should just go to roll call. And after you've gone to roll call, now the first thing to know is the way you do this run is the strat we're going to be using is the perimeter breakout strat. Now the escape from breakout is actually all the way up here. Like, you have to go through all the way down here. Now how you do that is you need you only need a red key and then just a bunch of sprinting. Now you might be thinking, well, how do I get the red key? Well, the thing is, there's a really good way of doing this. Now there are two of the guards at roll call are both red guards. So when you start off, you want to already be looking for where red guards are. And there'll be a few different things that can happen. One, this second guard, this one, will be around this area somewhere, and you should be able to find him. Or this guy might go down here, like he's doing right now. And basically, you want to just knock out one of the red guards, preferably without any other guards seeing you. But as long as if you can knock out the rest of them, then do it. But basically, you just need to do that. I'll explain more about where the guard's placement is during the rest of the run. Basically, the thing you need to start with is getting a red key, and you can do that from one of the roll call guards, or if you get the RNG, you can get it from a guard who's on the way to the escape. And I'll show you where those spawn in a second. Basically, once you have your red key, there's a few things you can do. So there are two ways you can go. You can go this way, or you can go that way. This way is safer. And the reason it's safer is because you don't have to really worry about going through lots of sniper areas, and you can whatever. Also, lockdown will start if you don't go quick enough. This is a pretty bad example, but basically you need to. Oh god. Okay. Is there an important thing here? Did I get it? No. Okay. Wow, I did not expect it to be that. But that is how the run goes, so you can look back at that just to see my movement or whatever. But I'm just going to briefly explain it again. I'm going to just restart a few times just to show you where all the guards may spawn and what might happen. So yeah, we'll just go into that again. Basically, but I'll explain this before I go in just because there's not a lot of time before roll call ends. Basically, you should be started by looking at your desk, and then you need to look for where the guards are. Now, I'll show you now where those might spawn. They can spawn either, obviously, one of the first two guards. So basically, that's the first thing you should look for. So obviously you grab the stuff from your desk. Okay, there's something milk here that I should be looking for. Make sure you put all the contraband away. Then, okay, so I see that one of the guards is going up this way, so I can knock him out if I really need to. This guard's here, so he's good. And there might also be there's one more extra guard, and if he's here, then you can knock him out as well. So I would actually just, if you're doing a prison zone, just go to roll call. But if you're not, if you're more confident now, you can go this way. And he's already running that way, so there's a guard on the way this way. So I would go get him, because you can knock him out in this area here, and he's not much of a problem. So you can easily knock out this guy here. And then you have his stuff. Take medkits and take you don't have to take all of that other stuff, but medkits are extremely useful because I'll show you why in a second. So basically, there's this really important moment in this run is running across this bridge, because this bridge is really long, and it's exposed to snipers, so snipers can see you in this bridge. And basically the point of doing the idea of the run is that you are supposed to get across the bridge without dying, and to do that you need to take 2 sniper hits, or do the glitch on the part here. If you do the glitch, you can do that as well, but I'm going to quickly show you what it does. So you need to, oh shit, that's okay, you're not. So basically you have to run, you have to charge cancel this entire way, and okay, so right there I would have made it, but obviously I don't know the rekey anymore. But basically, you need to charge cancel all the way across to make sure you don't die from more than 2 sniper hits. Or you can just do the glitch if you have enough time to do it, and then you'll be fine. But basically, you need to go across that bridge really, really quickly. I'm going to restart again and show you where the other guards may spawn. And I can probably show you again in some of the other IL strats or where they may spawn. So basically, the roll call guards, the first one will always be in one of the cells if it's not going towards a roll call or stuck in the second one. So he's usually a no-go. That one, that guard's usually a no-go for knocking out. Second one will usually always be in dog kennel, or will be like maybe sort of above the dog kennel. So he's pretty good if you can catch him as he's going to roll call. Just bear in mind that you can't use him if you're going to be going to roll call first. And then, well, you can, but you have to be pretty quick going to roll call. And then lastly, that last guard has about maybe two or three places to spawn. One of them you just saw there, where he's walking across. He has like I don't know what the chances of like continuing walking that way and actually going into the cells. So you can just knock him out in the cells and then go. I suggest use the glitch in the door and go right, but if there's too many guards, then just go left. There's also another trick I need to show you if you're going to go left on the left side, to do with getting shot and not having to do the glitch. And then finally, that same guard will can spawn on the bridge where you need to cross. And if he's there, and I'll show you where he'll spawn on the bridge. If he's there, then you can just start sprinting across and wait for him to come out the red door, because he will be going. His path is going up that door, and you can just knock him out right at the red door and then cross the bridge. All right, I'll quickly show you all that now. So yeah, there's a couple of extra tricks I want to show you, like if you're going to go with the left side. Now the left side is more consistent, so you should probably start by practicing that and then getting into more risky runs and then getting more comfortable with that. So I'll start again and show you what I'm looking at whenever I'm doing a run. So obviously you get out of bed immediately. Okay, so I got a crowbar. That's really good. Crowbars are really good. Okay, so I'm looking here. Obviously that guy's there. Okay, so that's the second roll call guard. Okay, and the other red guard is here. If he's here, he's going up this way, he's going down this way, he is a no-go, you can't use him. So in this case, I would go for the second roll call guard. So what I'd do is, because that one's already gone, right? So I'd wait for the second one, and there he is. Okay, so and then I'd take him down here. So you do that. Okay, I'm going to show you what you do if you go in left side. So okay, obviously take his stuff. You don't need to grab his weapon because you've already got one. And crowbars is just as bad. Okay, and if you find any other guys, just knock them out, easy. Don't try and be, like, and also search them for, like, energy, that's very useful. Okay, in this case, if you're under pressure and you can't do the glitch in time, this is what you do. Make sure on this door, and you just go straight across, and then just quickly dip into here and go back up. Because the sniper just doesn't take enough time for you to get to this door. Now, yes, you can go across and charge cancel up, but it's not consistent enough for it to be anywhat useful. So I suggest you just run across here, go down and up. You can charge cancel if you want to make it faster, whatever. That's what I suggest you do. Okay, and I should probably start running. Then you want to go down this way, and you go up this way. Now remember, you still have to cross the big bridge because of whatever. Also, this will probably trigger guards. Also, I will show you another thing you can do if you're going left to make the run more safer. Okay, I might just try to do the glitch if there's too many guards, and I'll just make it. Okay, wow, okay. Never mind. Also, yeah, if you're going through the stairs, I suggest you block on the way up, just in case. I didn't do it there because I wasn't focusing, but I suggest you block on the way up, just in case there's a guard there, immediately really knock you out. But basically, let me show you here. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I'll just show you on the map. So here, this is where you get to, then you go down, whatever, and then you cross over here. Now, basically, there is, up here is the generator room, and right here is the controls to turn it off. A really good way of making this run even safer is just by spending the extra 5 seconds going up to the room, switching it off, and then go back down. Because then you don't have to worry about, one, this camera of attracting guards, and two, the contraband detectors of attracting guards, or the camera here. So you don't have to worry about any of that, and you can just keep going. Alright, I'll now do a run full I'll do 2 example runs of one going left and one going right, and I'll hopefully get the RNG of the guard on the bridge so you can see that as well. Yeah, so the IL strat means the guard has to be on the bridge because then he ends up right at the door when you need him. So okay, so this is all prisons around. This is what I do. So I'd immediately get out of bed, check the desk. Obviously, I've actually got perfect spawn here. Okay, I grab the fruit. Okay, I see that this guard is an option. I also see that this guard's an option. This guard's probably the one I'm going to go for, unless this guard is not quick enough. But basically, I see all of this. So I will eat. Yeah. Okay, so he's already going back. So I'm probably just gonna go with this guard instead, because that guard's already going back. So I'll probably just knock him out right here. Okay, and in this case, there's too many guards on me, so I'm gonna go this way. Go down, back up, and then I'm just gonna start going this way. I don't want to turn off the generator because there's a guard on me, and also I don't need to because, you know, I'm good enough to do without it. I'd use the adrenaline shot here because it's just good to have more energy if you need to block guards. So you see there did track a guard, but just blocking the way past him. If you've got, yeah, okay, so that's not good. This means I have to do the glitch because I've needed to be able to take two hits, and I haven't. So I have to get quite lucky here. There we go. So I got it. Block up my way past him, and just keep going. So you have to get quite lucky with the glitch if you get hit too many times, which isn't great, but it still works. Just make sure whenever you're going past a guard, there you go. And drop the key once you're through that last door, because otherwise it can cause some... I mean, one, it slows down the guards behind you, and if the dogs are too close, then it's not good. But yeah. So that's how I do it in All Prisons run. I'll quickly show you one, like an All Prisons run, or maybe just an IL run. Maybe I'll show you the IL... I'll tell you the IL strats, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the bridge, because it'll be in the world record run. So yeah, okay, so that's how you do it all prison style. I'll now show you IL run. Okay, so for IL run, you need to spawn in one of the top left/right desks on the bottom floor, which I did in that last run, and I nearly did it here, but it's just not the right floor. Iron bar is it says weapon, but it's actually not very good because its speed is very bad. Okay, and here you need the guard to be. And oh, he's on the bridge. There he is, there. So he needs to be there, because you need to charge cancel all the way to the other side, and by the time that he's there, the idea is, by the time that you get there, the idea is that he's through the door, and then you can knock him out. So you'll see that once I get there. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what happened. Okay, so basically this is the guard we were looking at, but the thing is, he needs to spawn here. He needs to be around here. Now he was here. And once roll call happens, he walks up here and walks back down, or starts walking this way again. So that is actually not the RNG. If he's here, then it doesn't work, but he needs to be down here. Okay, but basically the idea is that you get to here, you knock him out, blah 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 blah, do a quick knockout, and then you have to charge cancel your way all the way through here and down all the way down here without getting hit or getting faulted once. And it's just precise charge cancelling and then quick doing the thing. I'm gonna show you the IL world records so you can also see what they do and how they look, and see if it's a run worth doing. And yeah, we'll have a look at that now. Okay, so this is the current IL world record for HMP Perimeter Breakout done by mine, and what did he do? So he spawns in the top right desk, which I think is better because you have the opportunity to do a good charge cancel up here and then there, and which this one you don't really. I guess you can go up, but I think it's better to go like here there. Maybe, I don't know, I'll see what he does. But he gets a toothbrush. Now, a good point, if you don't find a weapon, but you have a toothbrush or a comb, you can bang it against the wall, and it turns into basically like the same as a screwdriver. So it has all the same stats as a screwdriver, or a razor blade. So it's pretty good. So yeah, he grabs a toothbrush and puts everything else in the contraband department. Yeah, it bangs against the wall, and it turns into a toothbrush shiv. So basically just sharpens it, and yeah, whatever. He also, wait, hold up. Does he look? Wait, hold up. So he gets a good spawn. Yeah, he gets the right spawn. Grabs the thing. Okay. Does he even look for the guard? What? Oh, he doesn't even look for the guard. Okay, basically there should be a guard that spawns down the thing, but he doesn't even show it. So I'll find another clip of that. But okay. So he does so actually probably is better to go the cell then, because if you see what he did, he just went straight across and then up. So it'd probably actually be better to spawn that disc if you do like that. Okay, so he's obviously doing his perfect charge cancel if he can. And when he gets to here, there's the red guard right there. Okay, grabs his stuff and just runs. Okay, there's a guard here. You have to ignore him. Because if you can't... Okay, so that was a bad charge cancel there, but that's just on fire. So you have to ignore the guard because otherwise it takes too much time. So, yeah, perfect charge cancel here. Diagonal, one up, then one down, and then one up again. And spammy. There you go. So yeah, so right at the end there, you need to... let me clip back. You need to, when you get around here and you're doing the last charge cancel up and you go diagonally left, then you just need to spam in E because the moment it pops up there, you need to, so you see the moment he presses, it shows up 1-2 frames and he's already pressed it. So yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want to happen. But basically, yeah, the guard needs to spawn on the bridge. You need to have perfect spawn and a weapon. And you need to knock out the guard pretty quickly. You can see that he did that pretty well. He got to here, and and what he did is he did this thing called going. He did things that I like to call. I don't know if it has an actual name, but I call it a quick knockout. And the way it works is that you go back and forth with the guard, just very like sort of 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. It only works with a weapon that's fast. It works really well with razor blades, screwdrivers, and obviously shivs. And yeah, you can see he's going one. And basically, what he does is, I'll show you. So he goes up here, and he immediately, once he sees the guard, he immediately targets it and just goes 1-2, 1-2. That was a bit slow, I must say, for a fast knockout. But again, if you do it faster than that, than what he did, you have a very high chance of being hit. But I guess that's just a risk you have to take. He also does a very quick grab of the key. You see how quick that was. Like, he spent very little time grabbing that key, which is good. He had his mouse like over here like 3 frames ago, and then it was just zoom to E click like immediately on the key, and then he was out. So yeah, so basically you have to be very quick with one knock at the guard and grabbing the key, and then you just need to be immediately sprinting. And any guards that are in your way on the bridge, you just need to ignore. If they hit you, then it's game over, unless you get mids. But also they slow you down if they hit you, unless they're behind you, I guess. But that actually no, they still slow you down. Because they might interrupt a charge cancel. But basically, you just don't want to get hit on the bridge. That's the main thing. So like, luckily, guards will. There's some guards that will immediately try and hit you, but there's guards like this ones that will just if you get close to them, they will try and just go around you and then try and charge up to try and hit you again, which is lucky. That's exactly what you want. And then he just immediately goes. That was a bad charge cancel, but you know he gets the hang of it. He just gets out without getting hit. And then it's just all about precision for charge cancelling the rest of the way. So yeah, that's how it works. I'm going to quickly try and find a clip where the person actually looks for the guard on the bridge. I think maybe Akara has one. I'll quickly go check that. Anyway, but yeah, that's how you do IL strats. Okay, this is Mitz's world record, and I think he actually does check the match in this one. Like, what does he do? Yeah, he checks the map immediately. Yeah, there you go. And you can see the guard. You can see the guard there. There he is. So he must know that Cinnamon Toast is the red guard. So he loads in. He gets out of bed and grabs whatever's in there. In this case, it's can of soda. Can of soda is pretty good actually. You can see lots of energy and a bit of health. And he sees the guards there. So the guard spawned around here, so he knows that that's the right guard, and it'll be coming out the door once he's there. So he's good. So yeah, that's what you should be looking for. If it's up here or around here, then it's I don't think it works. But I guess you could still try and go for it. Maybe I don't know if I still don't know. I don't know enough about this run because I haven't done it enough times. But for IL at least, I've done it many times for all prisons. But I usually don't use this guard unless he spawns here. I usually don't use him. Okay, on to trash talk. Okay, so trash talk requires a few things. It requires you to 1, get a breathable trash bag, and 2, requires you to knock out 2 guards after you've got the breathable trash bag, right when you're finished, and use their keys to get out, and it needs to be 2 specific guards. Those 2 specific guards are green and cyan. Now, I don't actually know how this run is that... I know how to do it, I'm just not very familiar with the IL strats for it, so I'm just going to hop in straight to the... This is the same with the Dolphin escape as well. I'll do these two in the same section, but I'm just not familiar enough with the IL strats to do a demonstration. So I'll just show you the videos. Okay, so this is the current Trash Talk IL World Record solid glitchless by mine. Again, he owns like all of HMP, so yeah. Yeah, obviously starts. Okay, so he starts. I don't know how much the disc spawn matters, but I do know you need quite a few items. So basically, for a breathable trash bag, you need 2 duct tape, a tubing, which he gets, a handkerchief, and obviously a trash bag. Anything else you want to grab, like health, energy, is up to you, I guess. I think you get 1 extra slot once you have everything else. Yeah, you have 1 free slot, which I guess you could use for a weapon if you want to knock out the guards, but again, I don't know. So he starts off. Yeah, okay, so he does grab a weapon, which is probably a good call. He immediately goes to roll call, obviously, and then just starts searching more discs. He gets both duct tape in that 1 disc. His mic seems to be on for this run for some reason. Oh, so he only searches 1 disc and then immediately goes this. Maybe these discs up here, like the one that goes up here and the one that's down here, has a bit of chance of spawning other stuff, so maybe that's the reason why he goes. But basically, he only searches 1 disc in the roll call area, and then immediately goes to this disc. Okay, and he gets the trash bag and some energy health thing. There we go, takes it. Okay, so now all he needs is a handkerchief, and I think what he does is he searches 1 disc, goes this one, and then relies on getting the last thing in here. Now, I guess what you could do is, to make this slightly faster, is to search 2 cells at the start, and not worry about this one, so you don't have to go off on this diagonal course and then go up. Instead, just go in 2 cells and then go directly up, and then rely on getting this disc, or just get everything in the first disc, which would take a a horrendous amount of RNG, which I'm not sure how much willpower anyone has to do that. But basically, he gets everything. He also waits for this guard to come over. And then the moment he lets the guard stay there for a bit while he's got the duct tape in the way, but he lets him do the thing. But the moment the guard starts to, well, I think mine knows that the moment the guard starts to go and grab the contraband, that he'll see him, and he's already on a lot of heat from what did he? Oh, the contraband detector. Yeah, see there, like right there, he turns and sees him. So he's just gonna knock out the guard. Yes, the crowbar's more useful than energy. And then, okay, so he doesn't have anything. Now, this is a cyan key card, and remember, the 2 keys you need is green and then cyan. If you can see it on the map there, so it's green and cyan, because basically you need to go down this area, and then it's just a big, long stairwell until the bottom. So he grabs the rest of the stuff once he's done to the guard, and then it's just reading for ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, knocking out more guards, whatever. Oh, okay, no, never mind, sorry. No, it's only reading to 50. And he sees that the cyan guard there's another cyan guard now. And I think this is the one he's going for, because he sees there's a cyan guard there, and he needs a cyan guard. And I think that's also the green guard there. So basically, there's a bit of RNG involved with if there's the cyan guard and green guard going to be right there once you're finished. And in this case, they are, because he grabs this guard, and luckily the green guard is already right there. So that's pretty lucky. He grabs stuff and knocks out the green guard, grabs both their keys, and starts running. Also, if any guards are following you, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do anything. You just have to sprint. Now it's just a sprinting game. So this way, this way, this way, this way. So basically, yeah. And then, you know, it's just how fast can you go downstairs, and yeah, just there. And spam E with the trash bag in your hand, and you'll be fine. Okay, so from what I gathered from that, although I've seen this run before, you start off, you search 1 disc, maybe search 2 discs to make it faster. And I guess maybe his quota for leaving was 3 items, and then he gets like 1 more here, and then the last one here. He has to knock out a guard on here, and then he just waits for it all to go again. What does he do? Oh, that's smart. Okay, so he sees that the cyan guard he wants is, well, actually, I don't know if he sees it, but he basically, I think there's a chance, I don't think there's much chance of the cyan guard and green guard both being there, so he triggers the contraband detector to attract the cyan guard there with the green guard already there, so that once he finishes, he's got them both there ready to go. So yeah, that's a good strat. I would use this as well. I would use this. This is a very, very good strat, and doing it before he finishes as well, just to not waste any time with like having to wait for the guard. That's a good strat. I suggest you use this as well. So basically, search 1, 2, 3 discs, whatever, including your own. obviously can be faster with left discs, and then just read 50 intellect here, and then knockout sign and green guard. You can attract one of them with this, and knock them both out, and sprint down here, and yeah, that's about it. There's not much more I can tell you about it. I'm sure there's many other things to keep note of that other people know about that I don't, but you know, it's fine. Let's move on to dolphins. Okay, so on to swimming with dolphins. I'm just gonna mute this just because he has music playing, and last time and on transport that was quite annoying. Um, and for half the stuff you couldn't even hear me saying. So I actually don't know how to. Well, I know how to do the run. I just don't know the speedrun strat for it. Although I can imagine what it is. I assume it's very suboptimal at this point because I mean no one really does the run. Um, But uh, from what I understand, you need a reeded fishing rod, which requires timber, string, a paper clip, and a worm. And the string is probably the most important out of those because string is like impossible to get on this map. There is a trick to getting it quickly, which I believe mine does in this run. You have to get the crafty quest because then you just keep resetting it until it gives you a candle, and then you just go grab the string. But yeah, I'll just show you the run now. So he starts off. So he's got the duct tape already for his fishing rod. I don't know what he's doing here. The fuck is he doing? Alright, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, so yeah, he immediately starts searching for quests, and he actually immediately gets it. Uh, what he does here actually is he continuously goes in and out of it, which I don't understand, because you can just click this part up here, as seen in some other runs. So yeah, if you're looking to reset a run, just to like, because what he's doing, if you go back a bit, is you can see here it says pretend flower, and then the next one it says poster. So basically, he keeps resetting it until it says candle, and then he'll accept and go get the string. But you can literally just keep pressing this up here, just keep tapping that, and it'll keep resetting. So yeah, this is a very inefficient way of doing it, but yeah, he missed it there. If you go back a bit, he um he actually had it. Where was it? Oh, I must have passed by. That doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta make sure you're looking, otherwise you'll miss it, and then you have to go again. Yeah, and then it should be around here, I think. Did he get it? Or the next one? There we go. Okay, so he finally gets the candle. Goes to roll call, obviously. And then just starts searching wherever these markers are until he finds the string. Okay, and he finds that as well. He also doesn't take the plastic that's in there. Oh yeah, you also need to make a fake red key. So you also need toothpaste, talcum powder, some form of plastic, whether it's a comb or a toothbrush, and a lighter. Um, okay. Alright, so he's got nearly everything. He just needs the plastic, which was actually in that disc, but he didn't take it for some reason. And he's got his timber as well. So he's got his duct tape, he's got his string, he's got duct tape already back at his desk. He's got his string, he's got that. So he's got everything except the paperclip now. Oh, and he also doesn't have the plastic. Um, so I think at the start you're just desk searching for everything. And then, yeah, he's still searching for the paperclip and other and the plastic, which he doesn't have for some reason. There it is. Okay, she missed the plastic again in the desk. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here. Maybe he's just looking for paperclip. I guess he knows that he can get plastic anywhere, really. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so he puts all that there just to clear out his inventory and have it ready to go. No, you can probably count on getting the juicy worm for the ready fishing rod. You probably count on getting the worm from the guard that you have to knock out. Yeah, there you go. There's the paperclip. Okay, so he's got everything he needs now, probably. What is he doing? Okay, and then he goes and does. Oh, he does intellect here, and you have to get to 70 by my knowledge. Okay, so he'll do that. Is he still going? Yeah, he's here. Okay, a little bit further. And then after he's finished, he'll go through here. Yeah, he's crafted his fishing rod. He's crafted it so he doesn't have any contraband when you're going through the thing, so he doesn't attract any unwanted guards. Alright, and there's a red guard there, so we can knock him out and do the thing. And he's got his toothbrush as well. So, The guard should have like a... Yeah, there's the worm and the key as well. Yeah, I'm not sure why he grabbed the other thing. But there you go. Okay. Alright, and so he grabs everything, quickly crafts it. Doesn't really matter if he takes a shot here, but it's alright. Okay, then you go down here, and it's just going down the stairwell until you get to the bottom. Actually, I'll show you that. Yeah. So you just go down the stairwell until you get to the next floor. So you keep going down, then you go down this way. I think he has to knock out this guard here because I don't know. I guess he could just wait for the guard, but he decides to knock it out. Yeah, that's definitely a time lost. That's alright though. Alright, so he does that, and then fishes here with this thing. Oh, okay, and you have to wait for it, and then you'll get a fish. Then you have to give it to Snooty, the dolphin, and then it'll have a quest. Do that. Don't spam E on the dolphin. Do not spam E on the dolphin for the quest or for the escape. That is a big mistake, because I don't know why the mods never fixed it. Sorry, not the mods, the developers never fixed it. But basically it glitches out and you can't move, and the dolphin gets done as well. Everything just breaks. Um, so yeah, don't ever spam the dolphin. Just you can go back and forth, you can wait a second, but don't spam the dolphin. Then you'll get a quest, and it'll say find a way to understand Studio, and then it'll lead you to this place, which will get you a book. It's a random whatever the disc is. It's usually the one up by the intellect. Yeah, here it is. And you probably have to knock out other guards while you're there. Yeah. Any energy stuff is good because it means you can charge against more. So now you've got that, then it's like, okay, make a cake. So you have to go find all the stuff for a cake in the cells. All the items for the cake will be in the cells. They won't be anywhere else from my knowledge. And then you just have to craft the thing. Yeah, mine's getting really unlucky with guard RNG here, so yeah. Yeah, this is very improvable, this run. It's just, like, oh yeah, he's... Yeah, so yeah, it's a very improvable run. Just, no one really no one really cares about it. So, no offense to mine, but no one really does. You can also drop the book here, I think, after you've done it, but I don't actually know if that's the case. Yeah, no, the book isn't glowing, so you should be able to just drop it. Yeah, this is not actually a great run. Yeah, so yeah, sugar, flour, and then obviously the milk at the end, and then you just craft the cake and sprint down back there and give the cake to Snooty. Yeah, you see here, don't spam the dolphin, so one and then two. So don't spam it, otherwise you'll likely break it. I mean, it doesn't always break it, but it's very likely to. So just have a tiny bit of a gap before you do that. But yeah, that's how you do dolphins. All right, let's go on to USS. Okay, on to USS Anomaly. We're gonna start by looking at the All Prisoners strat, and the All Prisoners strat is actually you have to sort of do it quite a bit to get used to it, and also to figure out like what to do in certain situations. You can watch my How to Speedrun 101 just to watch me do like a really, really, really bad example of it. Just for the lols, but yeah, let's hop into how to do All Prisons. So basically, you're doing the race to space escape for this. And the way it works is you need to either knock out the red guard or grab a guard, and so the red guards are right there. So I would immediately sleep because he is not a roll call guard, so he'll just start walking down this path here. So yeah, there he is there. Wait for all these guards to leave so they don't see you, and then only attract him if you can. It's fine if you grab another guard, it's fine. But basically you want to knock him out, probably preferably as close to here as possible. And I'm just going to show you the example if you knock out the red guard. And then I'll show you an example if you don't have the red guard in sight. So you grab all the stuff, including the guard outfit, that's very important. Then you have to knock out any other guards that see you in here. I suggest you go in here if only one of them sees you. But if both of them see you, then I suggest you just knock them out in this area. It's better to not get hit. Then you grab the jetpack from the contraband desk. That's why you need the guard outfit, because that's a guard door. So you need the guard outfit. Also, if at this point you haven't gone to roll call, you can run through roll call and the guards will likely not hit you. And it's better like that because, like, again, you only have so much time. And these dogs, if lockdown triggers, then you might die on the way up. So, also drop all your contraband when you get through here, apart from the jetpack, obviously. Because, makes the guard slow down and you won't die. And then you just come to here with the jetpack in hand and press E. So that's how you do that escape with the red guard. I'm going to show you quickly another example if you don't get the red guard. And there's also 2 other places the red guard can spawn that is still possible. He might be... I'll hop in another game and I'll show you. Even if the red guard's there, I'll just show you without doing it without the red guard. Okay, so yeah. So basically the red guard can also path to like... I'll show you in the map. So the red guard can also path to... here, yeah, there he is there. So he'll go down here. If he's going going along the top here, then this isn't, and then he'll go through there, and you don't have enough time. So I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna ignore him there. I'm gonna show you what you do if you. Best to go to roll call just so you don't have to worry about it later. But basically you want to just grab any other guard. Like it doesn't matter. Any guard, as long as they're close to here, and you preferably don't want to attract any other guards. And then you grab both of his stuff, and then you put him in the doorway, so the guards will see. Now, there's also a chance, you preferably want both guards to see, yeah, just so. There's also a chance that, the guard doesn't actually open the door, like, it doesn't have the door open, like there, that one there. So in that case, you just have to do it again. Okay, and then you have to wait for... I suggest you name each riot guard, so that one's Red Riot, so I know that he's the one. And if you attract Red Riot first, then just leave the other one unless you have to know. Just don't worry about attracting the other one. If they don't... If the medic grabs the guard and they're still there and they still haven't seen you, then just do it again. I mean, you can only... If it's really bad, you guess you can reset, but like, there's not much point. So yeah, and then drop your contraband, and there's ample time for you to make it. So yeah, so that's how you do that. You need to that was a very simple example, and it doesnn't always go like that. So you just need to be ready for anything. You'll get more used to that strat the more you do it, just by knocking out a guard and putting him in front of the door. But the first thing you should look for is the red guard being there. So yeah. That's how you do USS Anomaly. I'm going to show you the IL strats now for solo, and then yeah, that'll be it, won't it? Yeah. Okay, on to IL strats. Now, much like the Race from Space or Prison strat, it's practically the same, except you need 3 little bits of RNG. One is the spawn to start with, and you need to spawn in one of the 2 far right discs. So that's like a what is that? Like a 1 in 6 chance of that happening. So you need to spawn... Okay, so I got literally the worst spawn for it, but I'll do it anyway. It's also good to have a weapon. Take a weapon, if you get it. You need to spawn here, and the second bit of RNG is, remember we saw that guard before here? He goes across and then comes down here. You need that RNG as well. Because the idea is that you charge cancel straight to him. I'll just show you the pathing. So, if I was... Okay, so imagine this guard is here. If I was here, charge cancel to the guard, and then I'd knock him out as quickly as possibly can. Grab his key and his guard outfit, sorry. And then you have to charge cancel through here. Now this is an important part of RNG as well. So, oh, okay, I don't have the red key, I forgot. But basically, you need to get through here and search this desk before they hit you. It's better if you can go undetected, but if they, you will really want them over the side, really, or like sitting in these desks so they don't see you. Because if they see you, then you need to grab the jetpack before they hit you, and the run is dead. This will make more sense when I show you the IL world record, but that's just my basic understanding of it. And then you just charge cancel the shit out of everything. You can go down through here, across, or you can go through roll call. It doesn't matter. Roll call doesn't end before you beat the world record, so you don't have to go to roll call. But yeah, so that's my explanation, but I'll quickly show you the IL. Okay, so this is the IL record done by mine. It's I've muted it as well because of the music. But yeah, it's a pretty good run. Yeah, so he obviously gets to spawn here, and then I believe, hold on, let me just check. So he spawns in, and yeah, he's got the spawn here. And I don't know why he has a comb in his desk. If you get a comb or a toothbrush and you don't have a weapon, you can use them to make a shiv and just knock it against the wall. So he sees the red guard there. So yeah, so red key's there. So he's just gonna wait. He's just gonna and then he's obviously just charge canceling. Oh, he doesn't charge. Yeah, the red guard's close enough. He doesn't need to charge cancel. So now he just knocks it out as quickly as possible, grabs his key and his mount outfit, and then just runs. And so this guy won't see him, but this guy does see him. But luckily, it stalls for long enough, and then so he can grab the jetpack. He blocks and then runs. So he runs through this way. Yeah. Now it's just about a good charge cancelling. You need to time all these charge cancellings perfect. So you see he brings them up for the very full length that he can, instead of just going one yeah like that there that little did it. So like I mean this is not a perfect run obviously, but like it's pretty bloody good. So yeah, and then yeah, going over top here as well is better. So if you go up top and then to quickly yeah. So yeah, that's the RNG. You need to spawn one of the two far right cells. The red guard needs to be there, and then you just need to knock them out really as quickly as possible. And then the hardest RNG of all, in my opinion, is the guards at the right not killing you, which is quite difficult. But yeah, so yeah, there you go. That's how you do the IR world record. I'm now going to show you perimeter breakout. Okay, so perimeter breakout world record is actually a lot tougher than race from space, in my opinion. You need two files and that is it. You just need two files, but two files. Sorry, best thing, you kind of need to spawn with a file unless you get lucky and get to the thing. And then if you get a weapon, take it. Step one is you need to have a red guard coming down here. There is no exception to this. You need to, and then you have to run through roll call, attract the red guard and the cyan guard. I'm going to show you this in my perimeter breakout escape. Basically, you might also attract other guards, but you just need to knock them out. So that's why it's good to have a weapon. If you have a crowbar, it's even better. And then you will knock them out through here. You will grab the red key and the cyan key, and you will search this desk. Unless you already have a file, in which case you will just grab both keys and go up. If you have, if you have two files, you can search both of these desks for files if you really need to. Yeah, there's a crowbar here. But basically the idea is that this disk is a much higher chance of spawning in files, so you can use the cyan key. But you also need the cyan key and red key to do the escape. Also make sure you go to roll call, that's how you go through. And basically, you need the cyan and red key to go through this door and that door, and then you'd use the two files to chip the threads and get out. But basically, yeah. But yeah, this is, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, basically, it doesn't really matter where you spawn. You just need a file, and then you need to knock out both the guards. You know. So yeah, that's how. I'll just show. It's a bit hard to explain just in here, but I'll show you the video. Okay, so this is the current USS Anomaly perimeter breakout IR world record. It actually belongs to me. I actually spent ages doing this. It really shouldn't have taken that long, but I finally got it. This one actually has. I was talking to one of my other friends, who he's my co-op partner in Silence. So we in all of the co-op runs together in that on that game. But yeah, you can find those runs on my channel. But whatever. Yeah. So this is yeah, his voice is in the background. Maybe I might mute it actually. Maybe I might mute it. But yeah. So basically I spawn with a file, I think. It's best to spawn with a file. It's really hard to do it if you don't have a file, because getting two files in the maintenance disk is not easy. So, yeah, actually, I don't spawn with a file. Wow, okay, never mind. Also, I'm not sure why I didn't... See, I got the red guard there. You see, I immediately... I don't know why I didn't take the comb. I'm an idiot. So I see that the red guard's there. And because he's right there, and the cyan guard's there, I immediately sleep in the bed. And the reason I do this is because I don't want the red guard getting too close to roll call, so that a lot of guards see me. And then I know that that guard coming down there is the cyan, because the cyan and yellow will always be up there usually, and they'll be running down for roll call. So I know that that's cyan guard because I saw him earlier. I'll hit him, and then I've only got these two guards on me now. So I don't want to attract this guard, so I keep running, and now I just keep going. It's best if I can knock both of them out. Okay, so I've got another guard on me, but that's okay. You can take as many hits as you want, as long as you don't... Actually, no. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. You can take 2 hits, and then you're screwed if you take any more. Okay, and then you want to grab both the cyan key and the red key, and then search this desk here. I'm not sure if I get both files in the one disk, or if I get them in the other disk. Oh my god, yeah. So I get all the files. I got really lucky here. So yeah, and then it's just charge cancelling up. Make sure you have at least 35 energy. You need, actually probably 30 still works, but you need to do 7 hits on the fence, so you need 35 energy. But 30 energy probably still works, so yeah. So yeah, it's just charge cancelling. I suggest you drop both keys, but I guess I mean, you don't have to. I guess it's slower. The guards, the lockdown isn't gonna be fast enough for the dogs to kill you, and then it's just, doing this. Yeah, and yeah, so this run is still beatable. I mean, if you spawn with 2 files, I guess, or if you're slightly faster with knocking out the guards, but yeah, it's actually pretty near perfect. But the only way I can see you speeding this up is if you spawn with both the files. Um, But yeah, and maybe some more precision with the charge cancelling knocking out. But that's about it. Okay, so that concludes this part of the guide for HMP and USS. We'll probably move on to Tundra next. That'll be a fun one. There's so much to talk about in Tundra, so much to talk about, especially regarding all prison strats and perimeter breakout. Yeah, so this is probably I don't know how long the recordings are, but this is probably ended up being close to an hour of recording for HMP and USS. If you have any questions, let me know, and yeah, thanks for watching.